Good evening, everybody. I hope you've had a really wonderful study again tonight. Thank you, Iris, for leading the study. I trust that you are all completely blessed. So, Genesis chapter 2, my conclusion for us tonight. Genesis chapter 2 is one of those chapters which I thoroughly recommend everyone to read and understand. We learn so many principles in this chapter about daily life, and the principles written in Genesis to guide us and help us with the discovery of our roles in life. I'd like to share 4 quick points from this chapter and leave you with some questions in the end. So first of all, Genesis chapter 2, verse 2, it says, "And on the 7th day, God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the 7th day from all his work which he had made." God's big idea about rest and our understanding of rest are completely different. Our idea of rest is that we have toiled hard all week. We have worked and we are exhausted from all the labor. And now we need some time to rest, to recover. This is a result of the curse. And it's also because of our orphan thinking. We are motivated and driven to earn money and to buy houses and to have the best of everything. Women place demands on men and men placing demands on women. As a result, our work becomes the most important first love for all of us. So when the work week ends, we say TGIF, which means thank God it's finished, because we're exhausted. God's idea of rest is he looks at all he has done, is in awe of what he has done, and is fully satisfied with the finished work he has done. That's what rest is. This is also meant to be our experience. To experience this rest, we must break the power of the curse and change our thinking. Live with different priorities. All right, point number 2 from Genesis 2:15. The Lord God took the man, put him into the Garden of Eden to work it and to keep it. So God placed Adam in the garden all alone to teach him 2 extremely important lessons. He was to work the garden, which means to cultivate it, to take care of it, so that it would produce food to eat. And he was also put in the garden to keep it. This actually means to provide protection for the garden, like building a fence around the garden to protect it from wild animals. From these 2 activities, we learn the basic fundamentals of manhood, provision and protection for the family. These 2 responsibilities are what God requires of every man and should be established in his life prior to finding a wife. Accountability and responsibility are part of these 2 requirements for men. All right, the next point is Genesis 2:18. And the Lord God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him." Suitable for him. So God created a helper for the man, his wife, and her responsibility is to be his helper. This does not mean his servant. It means the one who stands alongside him throughout the journey of life. She helps him, she counsels him, she supports him, and she is in agreement with him. That is why it is so important to find a wife suitable, one that aligns herself with your vision, husbands, for life. All right, Genesis 2:24. Therefore shall a man leave his mother and his father, and shall cleave to his wife. They shall become one flesh. A man shall leave. How many men move out of the house but never leave home? Men, this literally means to untie myself or to cut myself free from parents' support and influence and be joined to my wife. It's only when we are free from the first one that we can fully embrace the second one. This act of leaving and cleaving is meant to help our wives feel secure, protected, and loved. The old story of the mother and the wife drowning in the river. Which one will you save? We are meant to save our wives. Got it? All right. Now let me leave you with these questions. Why did God plant these two trees in the garden? The tree of life and the tree of good and evil. One they were free to eat from, and the other not. And then the next question. How did the devil get into the garden? Did he actually outsmart God? Have some fun. God bless you. Good night.